not even recording yet. Get fucked, dude.
I was trying to make you seem like a dinosaur.
No. Yeah, now we're recording.
Welcome
now
back.
Try it.
Welcome back to Podcast The Hero. Today's interview is brought to you by good hats with lots of sweat marks on them. Fuck, man. That's the tagline.
Fuck, man.
Today's guest has a harrowing past filled with tales of great adventure and triumph. At the tender age of 12, he set out to be the youngest climber to ever scale Mount Everest. He met up with his Sherpa at base camp and began his climb. When he reached the height of the dreaded Rainbow Valley, he became disoriented and ventured off the path and away from his Sherpa. The other hikers and the Sherpa couldn't wait long, as the oxygen is very thin at this height, so they ventured forth and assumed the worst. When they reached the top, they were stricken with confusion and amazement at what lay before them. It was none other than the boy, with the infamous green-booted man slung over his shoulder. When asked what happened, he laid forth yet another surprise. The man with the green boots was his father. He had never truly cared about being the youngest climber to scale the impossible, but had actually intended on retrieving the remains of his father. He fashioned a sled from his father's corpse and rode him all the way down the mountain. His father was nothing more than a pair of boots by the time he reached the bottom, but the bright crimson trail he left behind guides other hopefuls up the mountain to this day. Our guest on today, his 13th birthday, is none other than Carson Pace of the Callous Daoboys.
Whoa.
Is that cool?
That was awesome. I have not missed an episode of this podcast, and I know that you do this for every guest, but I still was not prepared for that at all for myself. So
God.
Cool.
And all of that's true. All
That
of that's
is true.
What's going on, guys? We just hopped on this 5 seconds ago, and we have not really said hi or anything.
Nope,
this is the
nothing.
first time the three of us have talked.
Yeah. I think that's the best
awesome.
way to keep it genuine, because other podcasts, they're talking for fucking half an hour before and then pretending to be what's up, dude?
Oh yeah, for sure. But here we are, and we're rolling, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
We're in.
Limp Bizkit.
So you said you had a set list. Do you got it?
Oh my gosh, I was kidding, but I can come up with one right now.
No, don't bother.
Just read off Claire, the Volition. Just all the tracks on Volition.
It's
in order.
Clarity 12 times.
There you
yeah.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, awful for Rody. No, if there's one that I don't know if Protest the Hero has played it yet. I just know that Migrant Mother is in my set list. And it wasn't in either of y'all's set lists, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, it's such a good song.
True.
What a track. What a track.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, we played it a bunch. We were opening with it for a while. It was
okay.
It worked well as an opening track, but it was I like to... You know why it didn't work well for me? It was because I like to have a moment where you go out there and kind of go, fuck yeah!
Yeah,
but then you got to come right out and start singing. My sisters and brothers. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to... we learned, because we did a tour with the band Avatar, the Swedish metal band Avatar. We learned that we really like to have a moment before we go into a riff where we can all devil horns it.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which was something that was very foreign to us, since we're DIY punk kids, and the devil horns is always an ironic thing for us, but it is not ironic to Avatar fans. Let me tell you what, they
imagine
think it's awesome.
I've never heard of Avatar before,
Oh,
but I bet they got a lot more popular when that movie came out.
I think they've been going since before the movie. Maybe since before the TV show as well, but when you share a name with two other popular things, I feel the fact that they've gotten as popular as they have, which is by the way, they're a very popular band from Sweden. I think it's very impressive that they've gotten so popular over competing with the other two things named Avatar.
That's true. How the Devil Wears Prada either of them exist in the same universe is baffling. One of them's very good as well.
We won't say which one.
No. But it's got Emily Blunt in it. I
think it's Anne Hathaway. But
Emily Blunt's in it. She is.
Oh, yeah.
She's the other assistant.
Yeah, she's the
She has
angry.
the
never seen the movie, so
she has the great line in that movie where she says, I'm a stomach flu away from my goal weight."
Holy fuck,
brilliant.
you know that movie good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. It's one of my guilty pleasure movies.
See, that is a movie that like I would think that I would have absorbed from just like dating women, like how I've seen like a lot of Gilmore Girls and a lot of Gossip Girl, but I've never seen that movie, surprisingly. But I've seen
I watched
Heathers
the Gilmore Girls in
times.
its entirety just recently.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That show does kind of go hard. I kind of rock with Gilmore Girls, man. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks though, too.
It kind of also blows. Yeah. Well, Gossip Girl has like Lord of the Rings level lore going on in it, which is why I find it fascinating. Like, this person did this with this person, and it's like you can compare that to like Galadriel going to visit Saruman, you know?
I've never seen either of those things. Lord
That's
of the
awesome.
Rings or
You've never
Gossip.
seen Lord of the Rings?
No, but
Well, it's
I saw
similar
the
to
second
Gossip
movie in
Girl, which you
theaters
also
when it
haven't
came
seen.
out. But
That's
my
awesome.
buddy Anthony dated Lucy Hale for a while.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome. But
He
no,
was in like a bunch of tabloids, and they were like, "Look at Lucy Hale's new fat boyfriend." And he's not fat in any way, but like I guess by a certain standard, he could be considered pudgy.
Oh, man.
That's so fucking funny. No, I do not have a set list.
So I read on the internet that other people describe Callous Daoboys as experimental.
Sure.
When you think of experimental bands, what do you think of? Like other what do you think of? Like, what's the first bands that like pop to your head?
One time we played a show with a guy who had an ironing board to his left. That
For what?
You're not gonna like it. That had a tape deck on it, and he was popping tapes in and out of it, and then he had a vinyl spinning going out of another speaker, and occasionally he would pop the cassettes out of the tape deck and then throw them onto the spinning vinyl and fuck up the track real bad. And he just did that for 30 or so minutes and called it music.
Wow.
So that's what I think of when I think of experimental.
Yeah. I was thinking like Mr. Bungle, but sure.
Sure,
I was thinking
yeah.
about some kind of Bill Nye the Science Guy thing.
Well, Mr. Bungle has songs, true experimental
Yes.
artists. I don't know. Mr. Bungle's experimental. But I would also call like I don't know. I would call like System of a Down experimental occasionally. Sure. Avant-garde.
Yeah.
Maybe, I suppose. I don't mind the label of experimental. I don't know. To me, it's normal music. You know what I mean? Like, to a crazy guy like me, to the Joker, it's normal music. But
Yeah.
to other people.
It's really good music.
Well, thank you, Fritz. I know.
Insanely interesting to listen to.
For sure.
Thanks.
It holds your attention very, very well.
Well, the first time that Rody said our name on the podcast, you said, "Oh, that's a band,"
Right.
and I was like, awesome, cool.
Yeah. No idea.
Rody's
And
getting our name out there. Let's go.
Now I'm listening to it all the time. So
Oh, well, that's awesome.
It's fucking amazing.
No. Will I get to see you on the tour that we're doing?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll see
Oh,
Fritzy.
yeah. I'll be there.
Ooh, let's go. I'm very excited about that.
Which is why we should do this again on the tour
Yeah.
that we're doing in person.
Ooh, I'd love
All right.
that. I
That'll
would
be
love to
fucking
do that.
fun.
If I'm a good enough hang, for sure.
I'm sure you're just dandy. Do you like beers?
I am almost 2 years sober.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
See? We can hang.
Fritzy's sober too.
Oh, for real? Good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
No,
we can hang.
That's
It's all
why I
good.
was asking, because we don't like beers.
Rody's a fucking liar.
The
I'm
guys
the
from
oddball out, man. I'm the one that can't hang.
the
In the
guys
corner
from
pissing my pants while you guys are just like, isn't sober life tight?
the guys from the Chariot have told me that you really like beers.
Yeah. They met me at a particularly dark time. I swear I'm not that bad anymore.
No, you rock, dude. You rock.
But yeah, so you know the Chariot guys quite well.
We like our first like tour that we ever booked was David, Rusty, John, and one other guy that used to be in the Chariot. They have a band now called The Threats. And like our first tour ever was doing like 4 dates with them. And every show was bad. We played like this very cursed Mexican restaurant in St. Louis with them. And they've never toured with us since, or really hung out with us since. So
You just did like one fucking run.
Yeah, we did one. Well, but then one time we were like getting dinner outside of playing shows. I was getting dinner with Rusty and David, and I was like, because I was like, I don't know, probably 20 or 21 years old, and like maybe a little bit of a punisher of sorts. I was like, so who is the craziest band that you guys ever toured with? And like hands down, Rusty and David just immediately went, Protest the Hero, 1000% Protest the Hero. And I mean, they would just like, they were like, yeah, Rody would like be a total crazy guy in the green room and then go up and sing the stuff he sings perfectly. And I was like, that's awesome.
The wildest part about all of that is like, we thought they were the wild guys. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, we got back and we were like, those guys are fucking wild.
We met them when they were all like married with like kids. So I think we missed the wild part, but recently we've been like letting loose a little bit more and like not feeling like we have to just like we're less green touring wise, and like we've been a little crazy recently. I will say it's been quite fun. It's been quite fun.
Like it's okay to be tame, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It is. But with the type of music that we play, like you don't get remembered for being tame.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think it would be funnier if the duality existed, that you guys went out there and did that like fucking technical, aggressive in your face stuff, and then you guys like came back to like just some green teas and you were like, well, that was a pretty good set tonight. And we're just extremely mild mannered.
Well, we are from the South, so our manners are very good. You know what? I like a green tea from time to time. You can't say the word "it's" in the UK.
You can't?
No, I said it on stage, and I was not supposed to say it.
Oh, is it considered like a slur?
I believe so, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just in the UK, though. We're
Where
safe
do I put my notes to bleep Rody later so we don't get canceled?
Yeah, that's okay, because I've got some plans for later that'll solve that issue.
Awesome.
So your music has a lot of allusions to Christianity. Mm-hmm. Why can't you just leave those poor buggers alone? Haven't they suffered enough?
I wish I could. I wish I had recently I've had other things to write about, but I don't know. It's too etched onto my soul from being raised in a very dogmatic sect of Christianity, and then I was in I went to a like Baptist middle school, and
Cool.
yeah, wore a Linkin Park armband every day to school to show that, to show that just because I couldn't wear band T-shirts, I had to wear the uniform, that I was still I was still really into nu metal.
You were still a rocker.
Yeah, it was to show that I was still a rocker. And I mean, luckily, I'm glad I went. There was like an older high school kid who introduced me to Protest the Hero when I was in middle school. So can't really complain because I met a lot of cool people there. But yeah, I mean, like, so much of my life has been tied to that, and it's hard to let go, I suppose. And like, just with my knowledge of like biblical things and my knowledge of like how churches work and like different dogmatic belief structures, like, believing that dinosaurs never actually existed and cool stuff like that. Meeting
That's
people
such
who
a shitty belief, man.
dude, it's so funny.
Dinosaurs are so fucking awesome. Where do you think oil comes from?
Your American cars are fueled by them.
I'm sure that there is like a fucking response to that. I do not know. I
Yeah.
cannot fathom what it is. Like, there's such a thing
It's
as
easy.
carbon
God
dating.
put it there for us to use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the bones of these great creatures that they deny.
Yeah, that's all a hoax.
All right,
When
follow-up
when
question.
the Lord's kingdom comes to redeem everybody, will a dinosaur not also be able to sing his praises?
Oh, imagine dinosaurs got into heaven and they were just up there tearing up the ghosts of everyone else.
Destroying everybody.
It's just like Jurassic Park all the time, but the
Yeah.
fences are off. Follow-up question. What did Christ ever do to you? I'm sorry, you don't.
That's
I know,
awesome.
I know.
No, Rody, that's hilarious. I love that.
I wrote those two questions in succession and was like, "That's fucking dumb, man. Just stop."
No, that's very funny. It's very funny. Well, there's a bunch of religious stuff in Keziah.
That's
and,
true.
And I mean, that's probably why I loved your band so much, is because I was like, oh, these guys there's something about a priest. What's going on here? I can't decode it. And then,
We've had a
Now
lot of everything that I'm accusing you of. I am also guilty of.
good.
That's very Christian
Good.
of me, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Do unto others as you would have them do to you, Rody.
Don't you do on to me. I got enough of my own do on me.
Oh, bro. Oh, I'm aware.
The latest track, Waco Jesus, is predominantly singing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That seems to be a trend that's sort of growing within your music. Like, is that going to continue? Are you going to sing more, or is it just sort of like, there's singing parts here and there?
Well, it's a hard. I mean, yes, of course. When we started this band, like, I was not the singer; I was the guitar player, and like, we had one practice, and there was 3 of us holding guitars, and I was like, "This is not gonna work." Like, I was like, one of us has got to sing, or one of us has to play bass. Like, my bandmate, who's still in the band, Maddie, was like, "You can sing. Like, I've heard you sing before or scream." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. Whatever." So just from that day forward, I've always been the vocalist of this band, and I haven't really like. I don't know, like, going into it, I was just like, maybe I'll like learn to clean sing eventually. And then like took vocal lessons over the pandemic, and got some like pointers on my screams from like different people who are really good at it. Yeah, I love singing. It's so cool. It's so nice, and I didn't know I could do it. So absolutely, I will be doing it more. I'll send the 2 of you our EP if you want me to. The EP that comes out while we're on tour together.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
I'd love to
singing on
have
it.
a step up on everyone,
Oh,
I love
I'm
to
a big
just
fan of that.
be a little higher than everyone else in this world.
Yeah.
In any way.
Once you get to that point, it's like, I don't think I want to listen to official releases anymore, actually. I think I just want to listen to things that make me feel better than everybody else.
Superior to others.
Of course.
Your origin story is very much the Protest origin story too.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, really?
Everybody in Protest played guitar when they first got together, and then it was like, well, somebody's got to play drums. And Mo's like, I guess I'll learn to play drums, I guess. And Rody had a guitar, and they said, you can't.
You don't know how to play
we've
that
heard
guitar.
We've heard you. We all take lessons from the same dude. You're singing.
Yeah.
I think that's how it happens for a lot of people.
And you figured it out. You figured it out in a big way, Rody.
Oh, and then I forgot.
Now you need Andy Cizek,
for sure. It's really funny. I reached out on Twitter, putting it out there, being like, yo, I want to fucking learn how to scream again. And Carson reached out immediately and was like, yo, you need to talk to Andy Cizek. And then Andy Cizek reached out at the exact same time. So him and I have a candlelit date at some point to sit
sexy
here
possibilities.
He's going to teach me to scream.
That's awesome. Yeah. I know you are saying all of this, Rody, but I've seen recent live videos of you where you sound immaculate. So I don't understand what the issue is here, but
issue is I'm getting closer to the grave and I want to leave a better image behind.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I have a question. So Amber plays violin in the band.
Yes.
Is this the origin of having a violin in the band? Was this a yellow card is fucking dope and we want a violin also, or our friend Amber, who's really fucking cool, plays violin and we want to include her in the band?
Well, first of all, Fritzy. Old Fritzy.
You can call me Fritz. It's okay.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I there's a reason I haven't busted out calling Rody Cheese or Chody yet, because I don't feel too familiar just yet.
Be familiar.
You'll be calling me Cheese in no time, brother.
I can't wait.
You'll be calling him a lot worse.
That's true.
Oh,
Very
perfect.
soon.
Just don't call him late for dinner,
well.
right? Well, Fritz, you have asked the forbidden question.
Oh, it is forbidden.
No, not exactly. It's just every single interview that I do with anybody is always just how'd you come up with the violin? And I have to justify it every single time.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking about giving a different answer every time now, but
so you could but see that you can just say, I'm sick of answering that question. Next question.
I guess I could.
And I'll go to the next thing on my list, which is
no. Ask me the question. Ask me the question. I'll answer.
Rody, did we really love Yellow Card, or is Amber just really cool?
It was Yellow Card.
No, it was not. I know one Yellow Card song. I know a single Yellow Card song.
Is it Warm October Nights?
Is that a song by them?
Oh,
I don't think I know that song.
It's a bad one.
I know the one. If I could find you, Ocean Avenue. Yeah.
Well, Warm October Nights goes like this: Warm October Nights.
Okay.
You came and
the
cuddled
snapping in
next
it?
to me, baby. Yeah.
does it have the
That's
snapping
awesome.
in it?
I don't know. That's all I remember, but I remember kind of laughing about how he goes, yeah.
Are you sure that's Yellow Card?
I think so. Why, did it sound like someone else?
Maybe
Did it sound like the next Protest song? Or did it sound like the next Callous Daoboys?
All right. So the real question is, what are your tour snacks?
Excellent question. I've been trying to eat healthier on tour, and we just did our first European tour, and you don't really have the option of I don't know, you can't really totally eat shit in Europe. I mean, you can. There's ways to, but it's just so much easier to eat shittily in America. And I've been trying to do better recently, and Did you guys see that clip of Ron DeSantis like perusing gas station snacks and he ends up getting a Cliff Bar?
No.
That's how I'm gonna feel. How I'm gonna feel on this protest the hero tour is me just being like I really, really want a Snickers right now, or I really, really want a white chocolate Twix, and instead I'm going to get a peanut butter Builder bar. But yeah, no, go ahead, Rody.
I was just gonna say, get that Snickers. Find your protein elsewhere. Like, Cliff Bars are fucking just as bad.
They're so nasty. Yeah, dude.
Like, they taste pretty good, but like, it's not a fucking chocolate bar, and it's still a bunch of calories, a bunch of sugar.
Yeah. Have you guys had that Indiana Pop stuff? The popcorn?
No.
It's at gas stations. Holy
I've had
shit!
Chicago popcorn, which is it like fucking cheese and caramel corn?
No, but I know what you're talking about. This is a brand called Indiana Pop, and I don't know if it's a reference to the state or maybe if it's just a terrible Indiana Jones joke, but it's like they do have like the chocolate drizzle popcorn, but they also just have like your standard like buttered popcorn, and it's the most delicious snack on the road, and we tear through them. And if we're renting a van on that run, we have to maybe take an extra vacuum to the floor to get all the popcorn off of it,
Yeah.
which is fucking disgusting.
I mean, that's okay. I just hope you guys have fucking floss on your
Right.
rider, because you're gonna have so much corn in your teeth.
Dude, I always got corn in my teeth though, even when I'm not eating corn. You know what I'm saying?
We a corn fam.
I'm a big corn fan. Yeah. Y'all want a single? Say fuck that. Yeah, that's the only snack I can totally like vouch for everybody on. Maddie almost got us into a horrible car accident while chowing down on a hot pickle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. She went to take a bite of that pickle, and her hand also happened to be on the steering wheel at the same time.
Oof.
Like the same hand that the pickle was in.
Oh, yeah.
And
She was trying to bite the fucking steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost died because of Maddie's stupid pickle, which I don't know if we've allowed her to buy another pickle since. This was years ago.
Drive.
Oh well. I mean,
Dude, I love that the pickle's getting the brunt of this.
It's all the pickle's fault.
yeah, her poor driving decisions. She's actually a great driver, but like
I'm sure.
Yeah, her pickle decisions maybe got
Honestly,
the pickles banned.
I backed that decision so hard. Like,
it stinks up the van. A hot pickle?
I mean, I backed the decision to try and bite it out of your fucking hand on the steering wheel. This person sounds wild, and I can't wait to meet Maddie.
I think, yeah, no. I mean, she didn't know what you looked like, and then the tour announcement happened, and she was like, "You didn't tell me he was hunky," and I was like, "All right."
Oh.
The one where I had my face painted?
I think it's,
She's like, "This guy's
like this.
awesome," and I was like, "I know."
That's funny.
Not like a weird way. She was just like, "This guy's dope," and I was like, "I know."
he is hunky. We talk about it all the time.
Everybody
Yeah.
does.
He's got very nice thighs.
And my
Ooh.
fucking cottage beard makes it look like I've got a very defined chin, but underneath those shallow waters, you'll find I look like Beaker from the Muppets.
Hey man, I'm doing the same thing. It's all good. I'm just trying to cover.
That's why we grow beards. And that's why
100%.
Fritz just flat out doesn't have a chin.
I can't grow a beard.
No, you do have a nice chin.
I can't
You
grow
have a
a
wonderful
beard.
mustache, though.
I can get the mustache. It won't connect right here. And then it's got a big swirl on the side. And I just can't do it.
Oh, you must
So
have
sorry.
a crown on your face. You've got a facial crown.
I do. I've got like it's not good.
I'd love a facial crown.
I have
Hell
a,
yeah.
Don't
I have
clip
a
that out.
follow-up
Nobody clip
question
that
on the snacks.
Is a facial crown something?
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's like a cowlick. I have like a cowlick on my face.
Ooh,
I got
what's a
licked on the
cowlick?
ice cream
It's
by
like
a
where
cow
your
one time.
hair does like a weird thing.
Oh, okay.
It's
Gotcha.
like if a cow were to lick you,
Yeah.
Ooh.
right?
Okay. Well, I'm interested in the cow licking me part.
I know. Holy fuck, that's cool.
You're going to be on tour. You're going to be driving through some places. There are going to be cow licking opportunities.
Oh, like, we've never been to Canada. You guys,
no?
You guys know we've never, like, none of us even, like, personally have ever
You're
been to
gonna
Canada.
hate it here.
It's so much like America, but just slightly different, that it's
in
like
the worst ways.
a little jarring.
Oh, boy. There's some long drives through the Great White North as well.
That's all it is.
That's
all Canada is long drives. Nothing to see. It's Canada Highway 1. It's one fucking highway. Runs across the whole fucking thing.
Do we get to go through the West Edmonton Mall, though?
I fucking hope so.
I would love to see their submarines, yes.
They have submarines?
I don't know. I heard it
They
on
got
a
a
podcast
fucking hell
one
of a
time.
water park, I'll tell you that.
Ooh.
And
Wow,
I'm
let's
going
go.
to the West Edmonton Mall. JFK is the promoter for that show, and he's probably trying to take
John
me
F.
fishing.
Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, John fucking Kennedy. His name is actually John Kennedy.
That's awesome.
He's
And everybody
the
just calls
greatest
him
man
JFK.
on earth. He's
I can't
the
wait
only
to meet
person
him.
I know that has a fucking catchphrase or like a slogan that follows him around.
Ooh.
And it's high fives and stage dives.
That's great. So far, I love JFK.
Oh, you're going to absolutely love him. He's the greatest man on earth.
Let's go. I can't wait. Sorry, Fritz.
No,
Fritz,
it's okay.
I interrupted
This
you.
is the whole purpose of this thing. Is
yeah.
these
Yeah.
types of things.
Yeah.
The questions are really just jumping off points.
I hope I'm doing
and really
okay.
this question only exists
Very
to make fun
nervous.
of Rody. So Rody on tour does nothing but watch Star Wars. He's a huge Star Wars fan. It's all he talks about all the time. Like you can't get him to shut up about Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So is there a show that you watch on the road, like your comfort show, the thing you like put on the laptop and pull up Hulu and like this is the thing that gets me through the 3 hours before we have to go on and there's nothing to do? And
For me, I'm a big podcast guy, so like I don't need to like watch anything, but I will say for my band, if they can't watch Family Guy, it's like you're taking away Coco Melon from a toddler. Like it truthfully is. Like
And that Coco Melon is crack for those kids.
dude. We did a tour with
Coco Melon?
we did a tour with Bluey and Coco Melon last year.
That'd be horrible.
No, it sounds great to me. The guarantee would be fire.
That's true.
We did a tour with Craig Owens' band Drugs.
Yeah.
Earlier this year. Spoke very highly of you, by the way.
Craig is a sweetheart.
Craig's a great dude. But like it was our first tour where we mostly had like green rooms, like nicer green rooms, like to ourselves and the other band that was opening, 156 Silence. Where like every single time the green room had a TV, like Family Guy was on it, just like instantly, like every single time Family Guy was on that TV, and it was rolling. And it was like what was the last episode we watched? Okay, next episode after that, and you know, like
well, and it'll get you through. That show will get you through a long time. There's so many episodes.
That's
we
true.
we put it on a USB stick in Europe, and like just through those European drives where you're like driving through France to get to Germany, like and we had no way to lay down on this last European tour, so like we were just
you're in a Sprinter?
Yes, we were just sitting up straight watching Family Guy, and what else did we watch? We watched Existence, the David Cronenberg movie, which very very silly thing to watch on the road. Lots of body horror and squelching noises. I don't think our driver was a very big fan of that one.
Dude, one time we were watching Family Guy on the bus, and the fucking TV was on the wall. I don't know how to describe it, but there was no way for the fucking driver to see the TV.
Sure.
And there was a joke. I don't even fucking remember what it was, but it was
a joke about tour bus drivers.
it was a purely visual joke. Like there was no fucking dialogue. There was no sound. It was like a purely visual joke. And the driver started laughing. And we were like, what the fuck? Sort of look up there and realize the TV is reflected in the windshield. He's driving at night and he's just fucking watching Family Guy. I'm going like, holy fuck, this guy has our lives in his hands. And he's watching
dude.
This is fucking great.
It was wild.
He might be the toughest guy of all time for that one. I won't lie. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, he's wild. Cool guy.
Right on.
We don't use him anymore.
He got fired, yeah. Wild guy. He is fired, though, for real.
Yeah. Unrelated incident, but an incident nonetheless. I'll tell you about it because it is not words that I want coming out of my mouth in a recorded fashion.
Okay.
See, like, you guys wear some of your influences on your sleeves, right? Like, you talk about Dillinger, talk about Chariot, but what are the influences that people would be, like, fucking surprised to hear about?
I really like Justin Timberlake's album Justified a lot.
Is that the one with, like, Cry Me a River and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And like my dad had that on a CD and would just like loop it in the car, and I love that album.
Do you think your dad was embarrassed walking into the CD store buying a Justin Timberlake CD as a grown man?
You know, I know my dad, and I know he wasn't.
Hell yeah,
That's amazing.
I really love Bjork too. Ever since I started like actually singing, like Bjork's been like a really big influence on like how I craft melodies and like how I just write songs in general. I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, Arca. Do you like Arca at all?
Never heard of it. Or whoever that other artist you mentioned just before Arca.
Bjork? You haven't heard of Bjork?
Never. But I've never heard of Bjork. Right Icelandic, artistic. I don't know. I've never heard Bjork's music, genuinely.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have to make you a playlist of sorts.
Yeah, okay.
I know there's stuff that you and I both really like Paramore. I know that you love Paramore. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that if you can get behind that, you can get behind a little Bjork for sure.
I love pop music.
Pop music's the best, man. I
don't know if that applies to Bjork.
I wish that I was like the American Idol style vocalist and like could just sing pop music, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna play this weirdo shit that makes no money for the rest of my life.
I hear you. I honestly wish that I could do what fucking Kelly Clarkson does.
Oh yeah,
but
dude.
I gotta just do like cheap imitation of Bruce Dickinson. That's my role in life.
Is that who people compare you to the most? Because whenever I show Protest the Hero to people and they don't know that that's what the vocals sound like, they're always like so surprised and they're like, holy shit, dude, Bruce Dickinson. Is there any other vocalist you get compared to like at all besides
I've been
that?
called a poor man's Russell Allen.
Ooh. A rich man's Daryl Hall.
Oh, I don't know about that. Daryl Hall's incredible.
Daryl Hall is incredible.
I don't know what the rich man's version I would be. Maybe, who's that guy who played
Carson
Javert?
Pace.
No. It's the guy who played Javert in Les Mis, the movie.
Russell Crowe?
Yeah,
no,
rich
Javert,
man's Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Javert was Russell Crowe. Jean Valjean was Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Who I also don't think is very good in that movie. But
No, he's not very good in that movie. I think there's fucking... Sorry, I don't want to get into
no,
this.
let's get into Les Mis. Yes, you do. I would love to get into Les Mis. Let's go.
I think Russell Crowe is much better than he appears in that movie. I don't fucking know why he's singing like that, but he's doing a bad job, and he's not doing the kind of job he's capable of. I know some reasons why fucking Hugh Jackman doesn't do as good a job as he's capable of. Look at how fucking cut up he is.
Yeah.
Like in that movie, he's like chiseled as fuck. He is dehydrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 100%. They're making him do like take after take. It's allegedly live.
Yeah, I watched a video on that. Like everybody has an earpiece in and they're like kind of hearing the song, but also kind of not.
Yeah.
Very strange stuff.
It's probably comped from a bunch of takes and then like fucking heavily edited.
Yeah,
but like,
we know how music works.
yeah, there's no way that he's going to give his best performance as dehydrated as he would have to be as fucking cut up as he is in that movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he didn't do as good a job as he's capable
You know
of.
who's great in that movie is Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Thenardier. It's great.
Sacha
You know
Baron
who's
Cohen is like under the radar, super talented.
Yeah.
Super talented. Well, he's
Like-
supposed to be Freddie Mercury until what's
Queen.
his fuck took over the movie. That alleged pedophile guy.
Who's that?
And then they
Bryan Singer.
yeah,
That
and then
guy.
they brought in Rami Malek to do it instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that fucking what's his face? Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen
You got it.
wanted to make it raunchy as fuck.
Ooh.
And Queen were like, no, absolutely not.
I could also see you getting Freddie Mercury comparisons.
I did when I was younger and sweeter.
Yeah.
There's not
Maybe
a
a
lot of vocalists out there in heavy music with that kind of range.
Not
it's
at
just-
all, no.
It's hard to find.
Rody, I think I've told you this before, but like your stuff is a great like your vocal lines are a great like warm up if I'm like getting ready to clean sing. Like
Oh, yeah.
I'll like sing I'll sing the canary falsetto and it's like
nice.
a real good warm up. It's either the canary or it's if you're too shy let me know by the 1975. It's one of
Fuck
those
yeah.
two. Yeah.
I'm genuinely humbled by that. That's awesome, man.
Oh, good. Well, I'm a big fan, and I'm very nervous to be on here. So I'm like trying not to do that to you too much. But
No, I love how this podcast is focusing on me right now.
Rody,
Yes?
in light of recent news, I wanted to tell you about this idea that I had for a collaboration between the Callous Daoboys and Protest the Hero. May I go on? So the song "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere."
Yeah.
Do
So
you know
we're talking about friggin' Cheeseburgers in Paradise that just passed away.
Yes. You know the version with Jimmy Buffett at the end where Alan Jackson says, "I can't help but think, what would Jimmy Buffett do?"
Oh.
So I thought it'd be really awesome if we wrote some bullshit song, and then towards the end, I'm like, I can't help thinking, what would Rody Walker do? And then you come in,
And I'm like,
hit him
I
with
get
something
drunk
and piss
fucking crazy. Yeah,
I'm 100% down for that.
this is an idea
100%.
I've had for a very long time, too.
Did it involve other people before me, though? Be
No,
honest.
not at all. It's always before you ever knew about my band or before we were ever like fake internet friends. Not fake, but
We're real friends.
okay. No, I want us to be real friends very badly. I just don't, there's this whole phenomenon about parasocial relationships. I don't want to.
It's real scary.
It's real scary stuff.
I've been in that weird, scary parasocial thing for a long time.
Oh, with Rody?
Yeah. But then I came over to his house and took my shoes off, and now everything's fine.
It was fucking fine.
Okay.
He took his shoes off, and it was fine.
But yeah, no, it's always been you, Chody.
Wow, that's so fucking romantic.
I just want to I'm going to just walk away for a minute and let you guys get to know each other a little better.
Yeah.
So,
But I
before
think it's a hilarious idea and one I would like to execute eventually.
I fucking love it, and it transitions really well into the game that I created for this week.
Oh, there's a game. Okay.
Now Fritzy will have a game as
I
well.
have a
He's
game
always
every
got a
week,
game.
but Rody apparently came up with a game that I think I'm very scared of this game.
There's nothing wrong. It's just in light of the recent passing, see how it connects, of what's his fuck, Steve Harwell. We're going to just do some Smash Mouth trivia.
Ooh.
Question.
I feel like I know a little bit about Smash Mouth.
Everybody knows a little bit.
Is Fritzy playing as well, or is it just me?
I won't know any of the answers, so...
Well, you guys can both play.
I think we should both play, Fritz.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It's fairly... I went for a bit of a deep dive here, and I got some fairly obscure information.
Okay. Awesome.
Smash Mouth's first success came from a song that had a very similar name to a Less Than Jake song. Are you familiar with Less Than Jake?
I know that they play Warped Tour.
This will mean very little to you. Was it A, all my very good friends like heavy metal music? B, history of an interesting city? C, nervous in the alley? Or D, small crash?
It's A, and I only know that because one time I saw Less Than Jake play a similarly titled song at Warped Tour.
Fritzy?
I have no idea. I'll trust.
All of the songs were made up by me with the exception of Nervous in the Alley, which is both the first
Smash Mouth.
Smashing
Mouths.
Smash Mouth's fucking song and the Less Than Jake song. Weird.
No idea.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, the Smash Mouth version, pretty bad.
Not as good. Okay.
R.I.P.
This one's fucking easy. One of their biggest hits is a cover of what band? A, the Beatles, B, the Rolling Stones, C, Dave Matthews Band, or D, the Monkees.
D, the Monkees.
Too easy.
Yeah, didn't know. What song
you
is
didn't know
it?
that? I thought love was only true in fairy tale. I don't even know.
You got it, yeah.
I don't know where it goes from there.
Okay. I didn't know Smash Mouth did that
I believe
song.
they covered it for the movie Shrek.
Oh, yeah. They lived that Shrek life.
As we all are after his passing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. In 2021...
That's a moment that is only on YouTube. Sorry, audio podcast listeners. You just missed a great moment. But go check it out on YouTube. Write down the timestamp.
In 2021, singer and dead person Steve Harwell got in trouble for making what derogatory sign? The white power symbol with that used to be the OK symbol, the Nazi salute, the middle finger, or just generally being the singer for Smash Mouth?
It's got to be the OK.
It's got to be the OK because there's like a. I feel like that's a gray area maybe still.
He flat out did the Nazi salute.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You guys don't remember that?
No.
He was drunk as fuck at some festival. And he was just fucking...
Zig Heiled?
Yeah, he was Zig Heiling all the way to friggin', I don't know, wherever Zig Heil takes you.
Yeah. I would hate to find out that's what he was into. Do you think he was accidentally doing it?
No, it was intentional.
It's one of those things when you're drunk and you wanting to get attention or piss people off or whatever, that you do a thing you know is wrong, even though you don't necessarily believe in it.
You're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I am.
And I don't know that we should extend it.
Okay.
I don't know. What do I care? I would like this next question to be known that all of this is written down from previous in the afternoon. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Smash Mouth are better than A, Bjork, B, the 1975, C, alt 90s group Tonic, or D, the song Dance With Me from Cheetah Girls 2 soundtrack.
How do you know about that? How do you know that I'm obsessed with that song? God damn it.
I read an interview. That's it.
You did. You read a single interview. That song kicks ass, by the way. I'll stand by that.
I've never heard it, but I can't wait to.
It's badass. It's way too good for the Cheetah Girls, too. I would say are they better than Tonic?
No.
Yeah, I don't think they're better than
It's
tonic.
none of the above, right?
It's none of the above. Yeah, they're not better than any of those.
So this is the last one, and unlike the question before it, when you got to sort of go outside the ballpark and say none of the above, you have to pick one of these four answers.
Okay.
How do you feel about his passing? A, good. You're glad he's dead.
Oh my god.
B, sad. You loved Smash Mouth and fully endorsed all of his reprehensible behaviors. C.
Well, it's not that one.
C, sad. You know he was a deeply troubled man with a lot of trauma in his past that led to his alcoholism and ultimately his demise. Throwing you a bone there. Or D, completely indifferent.
Oh, wow. I guess I'm going to have to go C.
Yeah. It's a toss-up between C and then the only other option is A.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was really worried, like, we were getting down to it. I was like, he's going to make it so that the only option that we could use is A, that we're happy that he's dead.
No, I want to give you an out here.
I appreciate it, yeah. I mean, it is kind of like when like you just like say the name Dr. Seuss and someone near you is like, he was a philandering bigot, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm just talking about the Cat in the Hat, man. Come on.
Or when you're like, every time you pick up a banana, there's some asshole in the room that's like, monkeys eat them from the other end.
or that's actually a modified plantain. Bananas don't actually exist anymore. A guy that ruins everything for everybody.
Yeah.
Did you know every Cavendish banana that you eat is just a clone of the first Cavendish banana?
Cavendish don't make bananas, they make potatoes.
What?
What's a Cavendish? Is that like a crab apple?
Yeah.
I think it's a surname from someone from Prince Edward Island.
Oh, the Cavendishes?
There's nothing like a Cavendish potato. At Cavendish we make potatoes right.
All right. So
I loved it. I loved it.
I have to go right into my game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got to do gifts.
Oh,
we got to
fuck yeah.
do. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So, Callous Daoboys is a Spoonerism.
Okay.
So this is the Spoonerism game. Spoonerisms are so. Question 1: Spoonerisms are named after A.
I know this.
Sir Gerald Gustav Forksworth. He was the British Minister of Education. B. William Archibald Spooner, who was an albino Harvard professor. C. Spoonsworth Hayward Kimball, who was a children's poet in the 1800s, or was actually named for what it sounds like when you talk with a spoon in your mouth.
An albino Harvard professor is second base, right?
Yep.
Getting one of those is second. Is that third base?
Yeah, it's a euphemism for something much filthier.
Ooh. I mean, there's only one guy that has Spoon in his name. Rody, you said you knew this.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Can you tell?
It's B.
It is B. It's
Okay,
William Archibald Spooner.
And I think it was because he spoke unintentionally in Spoonerisms
All
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's
like
a
it
speech
sucks.
impediment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
that's a really
pretty
complex
hilarious.
speech impediment.
He was really well liked, though, by his students. He was like really well liked at Harvard.
Everybody likes a Spoonerism.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
The second question: which of these was a real Spoonerism that was used on television? Like this is somebody did this on TV.
Okay.
The BBC introduced the Chancellor of the Exchequer. If you're not from Britain, that's like your finance minister. His name was Stafford Cripps as Stifford Craps. Light Crust, makers of the breast in bed, which was a light crust Daoboys commercial on WDFA Dallas. Light crust, makers of the breast in bed. A great get of datitude. that was Carson Daly, or I have always had a slightly whippy drang.
Drippy Wang.
Drippy Wang. Well, I know it's not Drippy Wang.
You can't trust Fritzy.
Well, and also I have a vendetta against every other guy named Carson, so I hope Carson Daly did some stupid shit like that. Fuck that guy. Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck him.
He did.
He did. It's Carson Daly.
Yep, absolutely. It was also A and B too.
For real?
All three of those were real.
All three of them would be.
Also, only one of them wasn't.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
And it was just like
whippy
the
drang.
That was really phoned in, Fritzy.
I know. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
So now I have 5 Spoonerisms that I need you guys to decode.
Ooh.
All right. So Parvis juped his pantsy fants.
Jarvis pooped his fancy pants.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Bish you were fear.
My latest
Fish you were
Instagram
beer.
caption: "Fish you were beer."
There you go.
That got me, by the way. Like, I don't know if it was just like the right time of day or something, but I saw that and I was like, nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I was pissing my pants laughing when I typed that.
If you want to fee my seat, you gotta fee my pee. If you want to fee my seat, you gotta fee my pee.
If you want to see my feet,
You gotta pay to see?
you got to pay my fee. I think.
Yep.
gotta pay my
Rody's
fee.
got
Okay.
it. If you want to see my feet, you gotta pay my fee. Here we go.
I suck at these, man. God damn.
You created one really good one, and then you just tapped out.
I created the
What?
best band name of all time, and then
Click Steen in the sip and hone in the wool. Date Nog is about to make Bohm Sodi's kern told.
you sound like
What
the
the
Gungan. You sound like the Gungan
Yeah, there it
Emperor
is.
from
I'll
from
take
Phantom
it.
Menace.
I'll take it.
Oh, is that what it is? You're reciting some
Boss
fucking
Nos.
shit.
Click
Yes,
Steen
I
in
know
the
the
sip
name of the Gungan
and
Emperor.
hone in the wool. Date Nog is about to make Bone Sodi's kern told.
It sounds like you're fucking reading backwards. And fucking torwards.
16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold. Come
How
on.
many in the hole?
Regulate. You don't know
That's a lot in
Regulate
the
by
hole.
Warren
You
G
said
and Nate Dogg?
16
not
on the
when
you-
clit
not
and
when you
one in
sing
the
it
hole?
like that.
Finally one. The final one. Gever Nana Yiv Goo Up. Never Nana Let Do Yown.
Yeah. Never gonna
give you up. Never gonna let you down.
I had to make you guys say it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll say it all day.
Is
Well, shit.
there another band out there right now coming up that you're super excited about?
Yes. I mean, of course there is. It'd be kind of sad if there wasn't.
It would.
But I'm not gonna tell you who.
Okay, cool.
No.
Cool. Keep them
Just
to
the
yourself.
band that the band that immediately comes to mind is our friends in this band called No Cure. They're a straight edge hardcore band from Huntsville, Alabama.
With
And
a name like No Cure, they fucking better be
Yeah.
straight edge hardcore.
They are on tour with the Acacia Strain right now, and they are
sick.
so super dope. They have just like the most insane riffs I've like ever. Their new song is called No Cure Straight Edge Fuck You Die Slow.
Oh, they might be my favorite band on earth right
Yeah.
now.
Or no, sorry, I fucked it up. No Cure Straight Edge Die Slow Fuck You. That is the name of the song.
That's a good song title.
And they
Easy
say
to mix the
that
words up.
whole title in the song, and it's like a gang vocal, and it is awesome. They're like so fucking cool. They did I wear it all the time. You'll see it while we're on tour. They did a shirt that is like a picture of the Zodiac killer from the movie Zodiac, and on the back it has like the Zodiac letters and like his code.
Yeah.
And then underneath it says, "I am going to find you. I am going to hurt you." It's so tight. They're the coolest band in the world. It's awesome.
I don't get it. understand.
So now's the time on the show where we do gifts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Mine's complicated.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first then?
Sure.
Okay, because mine's just art. I just did art.
Oh, that's beautiful. And Carson, you've listened to the podcast, but just to refresh your memory, we make each other presents, and then you have to decide which present is better.
Yes.
So
I've been here before, just not as a guest.
In honor of the Spoonerisms, I made Rody Rocker. It's a little baby rock star named Rody Rocker, and this is him.
Oh, that's cute as
His
hell.
little Rody Rocker and his little wet diaper.
He got a zipper on his leg?
No, it's a
Oh, that's a Spook and Fritz
tattoo.
Ooh, nice.
Wow. I like how it's all just so geometric.
Yeah. There he is.
It looks like it says Wody Sucker.
Well, that's...
Is that an NFT yet, or?
No, because we care about the environment. So for my gift, last week when we had Peach on, Fritzy won, and he came up with a thing called balm. So first what I'm going to do, and it was like a fucking cream that you put on your balls. And
Ooh.
It's right there. Boom.
So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the proper postage
Oh, Jesus.
Put the proper
on
postage.
this. And Fritzy, this might need to be blurred,
Okay.
but inside there is a letter. And it says, I, James Rody Walker, invented balm. A balm for the testicles where the bee looks like a ball bag, but I shall call it Dr. Fritzy's balm. Sincerely, J. Rody Walker. P.S. Fuck you, Fritzy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it into here. And what I'm going to need... I don't want the front of this letter seen because it is addressed to myself.
Yeah, I will. I'll blur it.
So what I am doing is I am, for my gift to Fritzy, and I'm going to really quickly just change here. This is complicated because I'm going to have to bring you guys with me.
I can't believe he's fucking doing
I'll
this.
put my stupid little
This
headphones
is
in.
awesome.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to connect to the studio with my phone. Dr. Dinkelstein is what I'll join as. Studio isn't live yet. What do you mean?
Are you in the wrong studio?
No, I'm here. Wait. How am I not here? I must be in the audience. Fritzy,
Oh,
put me
yeah,
in
you're
the-
in the audience.
Can you put me in the show somehow?
Let me see.
Because I'm taking this to the mailbox. And I'm going to mail it to myself.
I know. To steal my idea.
That's right. And if I just leave to do it, it's a rather far walk.
I don't know how to put you. Well, let me see. No, there's not a
Fritzy.
way for me to take you out of the audience and put you
Okay,
in
here's what
this
I'm gonna do.
episode.
I'm going to hang up this one.
Okay, goodbye.
And I'm just going to be here with this one.
Just fucking...
How are you doing, Fritz?
Oh, man,
apart
I'm
from all
so
this?
good.
Yeah. All right.
Anytime I get to do this podcast, I'm fucking so good. Like, this is the best.
It's
The
a really
fact
good
that
podcast, man.
He agreed to do this with me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a fan like you, so
Yeah.
it's been very cool. Like it's awesome because I feel like there's not a whole lot of content. There's not as much content as I would like to be out there as far as protest goes. So
Yeah.
it's cool that you are creating more, and I
Yeah.
do appreciate it quite a bit.
yeah. It was kind of like I had the name, like it popped in my head. I was like, that'd be a rad name for a podcast. And then I asked him about it 6 months before we started. I was like, hey, I had this cool idea. So anytime you really want to, whatever, if you wanted to do it, I'd be up to do it. And then I made a website for it. And I was like, check out the website I made. So like anytime in the future, he's like, we're going to start this week. And we just went.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking cool.
Awesome. That's awesome, dude.
So, yeah. I'm one of those people that is like, I have this sort of survivor's remorse with COVID, because if it wasn't for COVID, I probably would not have like found him on Twitch and went like, holy fuck, this dude I really like is on Twitch and I can like chat with him, and then end up somehow becoming friends, sort of. Yeah. But then also like, are we really friends? Like, is this what is happening? And
it seems very genuine.
Yeah.
Like
And now like we're legit friends. Like it's like weird that way. So, and like, what an awesome opportunity just for some fucking dude. Like, I've gotten to interview so many cool people, like from bands I love a lot. And
so awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. I mean, I very much like when we started the band, it was like, oh my God, it'd be so cool to tour with Protest the Hero one day, and like
and now,
just to be able to do it is like so crazy,
right?
I like every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, I go on tour with Protest the Hero in a month. Like, it's like, what the hell, man?
Oh, what's this?
It's a dream come true, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah. It's so cool. So fucking cool.
So fucking cool, man.
I had a question, but we weren't going to get to it. Which, are you a fan of Botch?
Huge, yeah. Yeah, they won't give my band the time of day, but yeah,
really,
I love that band so much.
I fucking love Botch too. So like, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest when like friends of mine were in bands that were playing with Botch in like friends' basements and shit, like when they were all teenagers and stuff. Yeah. And I just saw like they're touring again this year.
Yeah, they're back together. Like, I thought it would never happen, dude. I think we're out of town for the Atlanta show, which I'm really, really bummed about. Yeah. But like, I've got to see them. Like, I mean, just such an important band to us, and like, just oh my God, what a band!
Foxy Shazam.
What?
Them too. Yeah.
Did you do it? The video of me running all the way to the mailbox. I took a video. You can hold it. I ran all the way and I ran all the way back. I put it in the mailbox. You can run the video underneath.
Yeah,
while you guys are chatting.
Yeah,
awesome. So
who wins?
Oh fuck! I can't believe you did that.
I'm sorry, Fritz. I think I have to give it to Rody.
Everybody always apologizes to me.
Oh, I feel so bad.
He is the master of this. I am resigned to the fact that I will come up with things that I think are neat. He will come up with things that are like you can't even comprehend.
You could comprehend
it never would have occurred to me that you would try and steal the idea that I had.
I really liked it.
Yeah. Now you're going to make millions.
I really like Rody's idea, too.
Yeah, that's right. It's my idea.
Yeah, Rody's.
It's copywritten now, Fritzy. What are you going to fucking do?
It's not. All I'm going to do is pull up the video file from the last episode and show the timestamp on it and say, like, here's when I invented this and here's when he sent the mail.
I didn't date the fucking letter.
It will have a date on the mail. The mail will put a stamp on it with the date.
But I'll say,
look, it's not going to hold up in court, dude.
It was in transit for a very long time.
It's not going to hold up in court.
I don't know. And Fritz came up with the idea independently while it was in transit.
Yes, that's true.
That's right.
Yeah,
we had never spoken about it before. This is how our friendship ends in litigation
with balm.
Over balm. Balm. I could use some balm.
Everybody could, I think.
Everybody could, yeah.
I've never had dry balls.
Actually, this isn't. You don't want to put this. This is mustache wax.
Yeah.
So you don't want to use this.
I bet it's mostly comprised of the same shit.
It's got to be the same for the most part. Fritz, with the way you showed that to me, I was like, what is that? And then I realized it was mustache wax.
It definitely looks like the impression of a little coochie that he's been friggin' putting his nose in.
Well, what do you think I've been doing?
Yeah. Oh, you put it
on. Sometimes you get so tired of the real thing. Like,
right.
You know.
Yeah.
You just, I don't know.
So this week we get the person to say, I'm Carson, you're listening to Podcast The Hero, eat shit and go fuck yourself. But real easy thing we want to say this week that's really just different, little simple thing. You just say, I'm Carson from Callous Daoboys, and I'm glad Steve Hartwell's dead. You don't have to say
that. We should, Rody, I feel like we should also probably plug the tour that we're going on.
That's true.
You Where can buy do you get tickets?
At HalloweenIsForAlways.com, I think.
Yeah. HalloweenIsForAlways.com. Do it, and also plan your Halloween costume accordingly.
Yeah.
I've already started to put mine together.
We've been planning ours. I don't think we can have a different costume every single night, but we've planned a couple that I'm very excited about, that I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
So,
well, what we were kind of thinking was like, we're going to plan up to Halloween and then we're going to raid a friggin' Target or something like that that's going to have cheap ass costumes. Not that we want the costumes to be cheap, but we don't want to be dipping into our profits too hard.
Right.
No, yeah. We'll go to a Spirit Halloween in Denver.
I love Spirit Halloween. And
dude, it's awesome.
I never got to see that movie, but I can't wait to see the Spirit Halloween movie this year.
Which Spirit Halloween movie?
Oh, the Spirit Halloween movie. There's a movie. It's about these kids that get trapped in Spirit Halloween. And they get beaten to death with great discounts and spooky costumes.
Oh, my God.
And no, it's a real movie.
Awesome.
That's not real.
Movie. Oh, fuck yeah, it is. There's some pretty big actors in it, too.
Like who?
Fritzy's Googling it. I don't remember.
Well, anyway, you should come to the Halloween is for Always tour featuring the Callous Daoboys, Moontooth, and Protest the Hero.
That's true. There's no guarantees that Moontooth are going to get dressed up. But if anyone from Moontooth hears this, reach out.
Yeah, we haven't talked to them at all about costume coordination. So,
oh, you know Moontooth?
Yes, we do. We played 2 shows with them last year, and our manager is really tight with them as well. So.
Okay, because I don't know them. I don't know anyone that does know them. And I'd hope that they want to get dressed up and have some fun.
I hope so too.
Rachel Lee Cook, Christopher Lloyd, Jaden Smith.
Yeah. It's a real movie with real movie stars.
Yep.
Christopher Lloyd plays a teenager?
Yes.
Yeah. He's one of the teenagers.
He's one of the teenagers. They use that same technology they used in Star Wars to make him look young.
Yeah, to zip him
the
up.
Grand Moff Tarkin technology.
Yeah.
Or they did what they did with in Looper, where they made that one dude look like a young Bruce Willis.
It was,
but not really though. It was a different guy. It was a whole other guy.
It was a whole other guy.
That's true. It was that guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew?
Yeah.
He was Buddy on that 70s show.
He's got to cut down on his names.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
He has too many.
There's too many names.
Yeah.
Like Joseph Gordon or Joseph Levitt.
Right?
Yeah.
There probably was already a Joseph Levitt in SAG. And so he had to add his middle name, which was unfortunate.
What about Gordon Levitt?
Yeah,
I kind of like Gordon Levitt.
And all of his friends could call him
But
Gordon.
Gordon Levitt sounds a lot like Gordon Lightfoot.
Ooh, if you could only read my mind.
So, yeah, this has been Podcast The Hero. On behalf of Carson and Fritzy, they are glad Steve Harwell
is dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Rody. I know that he had a troubled past. Good evening.
Oh, fuck.
Is he C?